The following content does not reflect the opinions of Fox Sports Radio or any other company on the planet.
All right.
Yo, yo, yo.
Coming to you live from Philly. It's the #1 rated Paulie and Tony Fusco Show.
Yo, yo, yo.
As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco and Tony.
Yo.
Huge show today.
Can't
now
wait.
that the NFL season is finally over,
Yup.
and there's nothing going on in the NBA, we, the sports media,
Yup.
can finally focus on the topics that actually matter, right, Tony?
Yeah. Finally, we can stop talking about useless topics like who won and lost games. Like, who cares?
Nobody. And that's why
Exactly.
today we're addressing the most serious issue facing sports and, frankly, society right
Yup.
now. Of course, we're talking about courtstorming in
Courtstorming.
college basketball. Yup. And don't worry, people. We have several simple, easy solutions that's going to solve this problem once and for all.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Yeah. But first, a couple show notes. A new addition to our Fusco Show merch store. You can honor the most iconic duo in sports, us, with this new style inspired by the hit video game NBA Jam. But
Yeah.
certainly not copying or infringing on any of their trademarks.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is all original.
Yeah, visit the merch store by clicking the link in the description. And also make sure you got to rate and review the show, people.
Yeah,
Go
what
to
are you
Apple
doing?
Podcast, do it. We still got a 3.9 rating there for some reason.
Yeah, clearly our podcast got hacked by somebody.
That's the only explanation. And, for our
Exactly.
millions of viewers on YouTube, you're probably noticing that Tony and I were using different microphones today. Well, that's because our idiot producer screwed up the order. Guy can't
No.
What? What?
What?
The order just got delayed. I can't control the shipping.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to ship you to Mars.
Yeah, you know what else got delayed? Your brain development. Now shut up.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Anyway, stop talking. Yeah. All right. Anyway, to today's show, one of our colleagues here at Fox Sports Radio, he's been actually trying to defend Courtstorming, pathetically.
Unbelievable.
Now he wants to come on our show apparently and argue with us or something. I don't know what
He's
gonna
trying
do.
to storm our court.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, Doug Gottlieb will be joining us. And, wait until he hears our solutions, Tony. He's going to realize what a terrible job he does. That's what he's going to do.
And he's going to be so jealous of our ideas.
Absolutely. But before all that, it's time for an ad from our good friends at Uber Eats. Do you like eating at home because you're a slob and don't want to be seen in public? Uber Eats has got you covered, right, Tony?
Yeah. In fact, the other day, I invited my Aunt Marie and her boyfriend Nunzio out to dinner. But Nunzio said they were eating at home. And I said, ooh, where are you eating from tonight? And he said, from between your aunt's legs. And actually, you know what? Let's just
You just
keep
forget
going.
it. Anyway, go to UberEats.com, enter the promo code Fusco to get $100 off your entire meal. Wow, great deal. Offer expires February 28th, 2024.
Take
Uber
advantage.
Eats. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Yep.
No more delays, Tony. Time to
Nope.
get into our top story.
Top story.
As we told you up top, this is why late February sports talk is the best type of sports
It really
talk.
is.
Now that the NFL season is over, we, the sports media, we can finally take time to address the real major issues,
Exactly.
like courtstorming. And
Yep.
we unfortunately saw this rear its ugly head, where, after Duke player
So
Kyle
sad.
Filipowski appeared to get injured
Yep.
following Duke's loss to Wake Forest when hordes of wild and uncontrolled rioters
So
stormed
scary.
the court in support of Wake Forest victory. And Tony, this is just so troubling, not just for college basketball, but for America. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. We all know we need to protect our borders, especially the ones around our basketball courts. If
Yup.
we have open borders on college basketball courts and we're just letting anyone cross over, what are our enemies going to say? If you're Putin and you're at home watching these games, you're like, let's attack America right now. Their borders are weak and insecure.
Yup.
If we can't stop college students, then we can't stop anybody.
Just great political perspective there, Tony. And, there are many people across
Thank
the
you.
sports media landscape weighing in here, including ESPN college basketball analyst Jay Billis,
Yeah.
who said he would like to see students arrested for
Great.
Courtstorming. And, you know, some people say this is egregious and unconstitutional, but those people are clearly liberal socialists, aren't they, Tony?
100%. These students who are storming the courts are breaking the law.
Yup.
I mean, haven't you heard of contempt of court? Well,
Yup.
isn't a basketball court a court? Aren't basketball courts technically part of the United States court system?
Yup.
We need to teach these young, unruly college criminals to respect courts of all kinds.
Yup.
If we don't do that, then our country and society could easily descend into total lawless chaos.
Great points all around, Tony. And, you know, we've heard a bunch of people
Thank you.
out there trying to come up with ways to stop court storming, and they're all just so terrible. In fact,
Dumb.
Tony, you know, right before this show, we sat down for, what was it, 3 minutes?
2 minutes?
We came up with a bunch of ideas that could stop this in a heartbeat. So anyway, Tony, why don't you go ahead and tell them our first idea?
Shock collars. Every student who comes into the arena gets one and has to wear it. And
Yup.
if they get too close to the court, bzz, 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 electrocuted.
Yup.
And what's great too is this can work in other arenas as well. You know, you could use the shock collars at the Academy Awards. You know,
Yup.
if you see Will Smith and he's getting upset by a joke, he's walking toward the stage. What's gonna happen? No problem. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Crisis averted.
Just such a slam dunk idea right there. And,
Thank you.
You know, of course, we do realize, you know, some people might think that might be a little much. So we did come up with an alternate idea, right? Tell him, Tony.
An electric fence. You know, right after the final buzzer sounds, the electric fence goes up, and anyone who tries to touch it gets zapped with thousands of gigawatts of electricity.
Yup.
We admit, this is a much kinder, gentler way of delivering potentially lethal amounts of electricity into people.
Just another home run idea. And you know, Tony, while you were saying all that,
Thank
I
you.
came up with an idea. Here, get this.
Great, let's hear it.
Here, stink bomb. All right, you know, game ends. You just drop it, just comes right down. A bomb just filled with shit and piss, and it just
Great.
drops on the court. And everyone's like, "Whoa, bro! I'm not going over there. It smells like shit and piss." And you know, they probably just gotta leave the arena. You're done.
That's a great one too. And here's
Yup.
another idea.
Yeah.
Magnet shoes. You know,
Oh.
once the buzzer ends, the magnet floor is activated and everyone's just stuck there. No court storming.
That another such a smart idea there, Tony. And I'm just going
Thank
over
you.
our list. You've got it too. Any others you want to bring up there?
Yup, last one. Sleeping gas. You know,
Yup.
you got all those air conditioning vents in those arenas. Well, why not in the fourth quarter, you just start pumping in a very mild dose of sleeping gas.
Yup.
That way, the game ends very quietly, no drama,
No
and
drama.
everyone goes home in the morning well rested.
You know, just so many great examples and ideas there, Tony. It's
Yeah,
hard to
thank
decide
you.
which one is best. We know for you out there, so that's why we're gonna see what you'll think. It's time for the official Fusco Show poll question of the day. What is the best method to prevent court storming? A. Shock collars on students. B. Electric fence. C. Stink bomb on court. D. Magnet shoes. Or E. Sleeping gas. Vote now on Twitter by
Yeah.
tweeting at the Fusco Show, and we'll reveal the results, you know, at some point if we remember to do it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll probably forget, but who knows?
Anyway, to other news, awful announcing. They published a very important article discussing the dangers of
Yup.
social media and sports news. You know, specifically
scary.
fake accounts where people appear to be insiders delivering news like it's from Adam Schefter or Adrian Wojnarowski. And Tony, this is so important for people to watch out for, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, you have to be so careful these days of people in sports media who are pretending to be someone they're not. You know,
Yep.
that's why it's so crucial to make sure you listen to trusted sources like us. At least you know you can take everything we say at face value.
Just such a sobering message there, Tony. And one final
Thank you.
sports media note. Longtime NFL writer and talking head Peter King suddenly
Yeah.
announced his shocking retirement on Monday
Yup.
after 40 years in the business. And Tony, you know, a lot of people speculating what happened here, but we can easily see what led to this stunning decision, can't we?
Yeah, all you got to do is look at what happened on Monday. Peter King published a column in which he said he doesn't have a good feeling about the Eagles in 2024. And later in that very same column, he announced his retirement. So it's clear what happened here. He had a take that was so impossibly bad that when he read it back to himself, he was like, oh my God, I need to retire.
That has to be the only explanation there, Tony. So just the final tip of the cap to Peter King for knowing exactly when to hang it up. But on that note, someone who should have hung it up a long time ago and probably will get hung up on anyway. Let's just bring him on the Fusco Satellite Network.
Fusco Satellite Network.
All right, this guy hosts the Doug Gottlieb show on our broadcast partner, Fox Sports Radio, and how they're still in business with him after this week. We have no clue how that's happening.
No idea.
He's one of these fools out there actually defending courtstorming in college basketball despite a Duke player being unjustly injured by a bunch of lawless rioters. And it's no surprise he feels this way, given he lives in California.
Of course.
All liberal lawlessness there. Anyway, let's get him in here. Doug Gottlieb, welcome back to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Do I have to do this?
No.
I have to contractually obligate. I have to. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, guys.
You know, we know in California work is optional. We get that. So this might be hard for you.
You're right.
Exactly.
Sunshine not optional. Okay. Beautiful sunsets not optional. Work.
We're going to sunset you. Don't worry. Give us a couple minutes here. Anyway, all right. Stop trying to run this interview. You're not the host.
That's us.
All right. First question we have for you. All right. You know, we follow the news. We follow you people in California and how you think. So storming the Capitol building, apparently that's not okay.
That's not okay.
Storming a basketball court and injuring young, innocent people, well, that's okay and wins your support. So explain how that makes any sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to storm a basketball court on January 7th, right? But outside of that,
well, nobody watches college basketball on January 7th, but okay, go ahead.
I actually think you make a good point. It's probably the only good point you're going to make on your podcast, which is no one watches the reason people watch college basketball is not because the product is better than the NBA. Heck, the product's probably not better than the G League. You watch it because it's college kids. They're wearing your favorite school's name across their chest. You hear the fight song and you see the students and the energy in these buildings. And like, why are we taking away the celebration of what's supposed to be an upset?
What I see
because one kid gets bummed.
I'm talking here. I watch that, and people around the globe watching that, and they see nothing but lawlessness.
Exactly.
You know, one thing we can agree on. We need to protect our borders, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, what about the borders around the basketball court?
What about basketball court borders?
You know, let's say you're Putin at home watching all that energy you talk about.
Yeah.
You look at that, you think, let's attack America right now.
Right now, let's go. Call it the invasion.
They can't be stopped.
Why? That looks like we got a good defending force. They're all military call of age. Look, you actually, again, you do bring up a good point where we have to, you talk about protecting the borders. Like, this is not that hard to have security to make sure that 12 scholarship athletes and their coaching staff gets off the court safely. That's really the breakdown in Winston-Salem. There were like 10 court stormings last week and weekend, and only one did Kyle Filipowski get bumped into. It was a breakdown in security, right? Which is, by the way, the same thing we're talking about down in Texas and in California and Arizona. It's not about the border. It's about the securing that border. You just got to secure these guys. You got to protect them.
No,
okay?
What do they do in Texas? What do they do? They know you don't worry on the security guards. You arm yourself. And that's what Gilbert Arenas knew when he was, you look at Gilbert Arenas. He was bringing guns to the stadium. People said, no.
Smart.
John Morant, walking around Memphis with a gun.
You got to arm these guys.
No, we're not doing that. We're not arming basketball players while they're running up and down the court. No.
You want to put them in harm's way. Well, all right, let's hear about you. You were a college basketball player somehow.
Yes.
Yep, Oklahoma State.
Yes.
I assume, given that you were on a bunch of crappy teams, you were never involved in a court.
We were not a crappy team. We played 3 NCAA tournaments and played in the Elite Eight.
Okay, well, all right.
We never had the court storm. We were not Duke. So we didn't have the court storm. There was one court storming during my time in Stillwater. We beat Oklahoma my sophomore year. good buddy of mine, Brian Montanati. He got carried off the court because he wasn't playing a bunch, but he made the game-winning free throws, like four game-winning free throws.
Was he afraid of being injured in the melee? That's why they carried him off the court?
No. It's the greatest moment of his sporting life.
Sad for him.
So, no. It's awesome. Have you guys ever been to a court storming, like a real one?
No, we have, but we held everybody back.
Yeah,
we
we
said,
were the one holding people
stay where
back,
you are.
you know.
Crowd control.
Just for the record, the reason Allen Iverson was never injured at Georgetown is because we personally drove down there and defended people. We fended them away.
Yeah.
It was like that movie 300.
Yeah, we stopped everybody. Stay where you are.
Let me ask you, when you were involved in that court storming, how quickly did you piss your pants when you saw all these people who were bigger than you coming at you?
I am small for a basketball player, not small in real life, right? So I'm roughly 6 feet tall. So it's not like I was concerned. And I was concerned. And again, remember during the court storming, we were actually the home team, and they were storming for us. So I haven't been involved in the visiting one. I'm sure a bunch of people running out of stands is a little bit alarming, right? Especially you're not expecting. But this is where it's not that hard. Hire quality security people if they can't secure the court. You know what games there's going to be a court storming. It's not that hard.
Listen,
Carolina,
you're right.
Kansas,
it's not
Kentucky.
hard. Yeah. In fact, we have some very simple ideas that we're going to present, Doug.
Paulie,
and you know, when you hear these, you're gonna know what
you're gonna kick yourself for not thinking this.
Come on,
Oh, you're in a hurry.
Okay.
I mean, tell that to your audience. So you do 3 hours a day.
This is not my job. I have an
to turn off the radio.
Yeah.
All right, look, here we go. Idea number one. You're going to kick yourself, Doug.
Okay.
Ready, number one.
Yeah.
Tony, tell him.
You put shock collars on all the students as soon as they walk in. This way, when they start running towards the court, bzz, 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 and then no more storming.
Smart.
It's an interesting concept. Having lived on the East Coast where you usually don't have fences, so your dog has a shock collar. It's actually pretty humane.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I just probably think that it's grounds for a lawsuit.
No.
I'm just saying it ain't
this interview is
fly in 2024.
What about?
Yeah, you're gonna fly when we throw you off.
You see
the
all
show.
the kids getting ready, and then boom, you drop a stink bomb full of piss and shit right on center court, and then everyone's like, "Oh, what's that smell?" And they run away.
Yeah. Oh, don't go over there. It smells like piss.
Again, this is not really the welcoming environment. We're trying to get more students into the building.
Have you been to a college frat house? Smells exactly like shit.
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Double it. Triple it, maybe.
Yeah. You need to come to Temple, bro. That's what it smells like.
Temple smells like piss and shit.
Well, the frat house, bro.
On a good day.
You're making a great pitch for why somebody should go to Temple. It's a stunner that they struggle. They struggle with athletics in terms of recruiting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. That's a negatory. What else? You got?
All right, hold on. We got better ones. Yeah, Tony, tell them this next one. Wait for this, Doug.
Magnet shoes. Everyone that comes in has to put on magnet shoes, and then at the end of the game, when it looks like they're getting ready, you activate the floor magnet. Boom! Everybody's frozen. Nobody can move.
Smart.
They take off the shoes to run on the court.
No,
you'll get
locking mechanism.
See, magnets inside the shoes that hold the shoe on. You're not thinking.
There's no shoes that hold the shoe on. You can't invent.
We have a proprietary design. We have so.
Oh, you do. Oh, yeah. you do.
Clearly, you never went to a magnet school.
That's what magnet. That's why they call them magnet schools, bro.
You know what? I am today's years old. I went to February 28th. Okay, 2024.
Yep.
I am today years old. That I just learned. I'm writing this note down. That's what a magnet school means.
Yeah, bro.
Glad you're taking notes.
Do you have anything else? Do you guys have anything else? Because I do have a life, and this is not really part of it. Yes.
Oh, all right. You know what, Tony? We'll give him one more chance.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting the point. I want you to look at him. I want you to look at the camera.
Hey.
And I want you to say,
look at the camera.
Yeah. And I want you to apologize for giving terrible takes and putting our young people in danger. Go.
Yeah. And giving Putin the green light.
Listen, I apologize for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, well, guess what? Yeah, here's
nothing.
what. You want a court? You're in court, and you've just been ruled guilty of being a shitty guest.
Yeah.
Because you're off the show.
You're off the
Get
show.
out of here. You know what, dude? You just dumped yourself a hole in your career you're never going to climb out.
You're done.
Get out of here. Strong borders on your show. Hang up the phone.
Satellite Network.
Is he off the line?
Jay, hang up the phone.
Never again. Never having him on the show again, ever.
Yeah,
terrible.
We need borders to prevent him from coming on the show ever again.
Yeah, well said there, Tony.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
yeah, all right. We're not going to let him ruin, which was a bang-up show all around.
Terrific.
And we want to thank our sponsor, of course, Uber Eats. A great...
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh, you kidding me?
Yeah, Uber nerd. What is it? Producer
What?
Jay.
What do you want?
Corrections.
What?
Corrections.
What? Hurry up.
You said gigawatts of electricity.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, science, bro.
Yeah.
There's no such measurement as a gigawatt. It was just a term from the movie Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah, well, I'd like to send you back inside your mother's womb.
Yeah. I'm going to get in a DeLorean and run you over. Oh, you're done.
One,
That's
Tony.
it. End the show. Let's get out of here.
What?
No. Hold on.
What?
You said the word egregious.
Yeah, bro.
It's English, bro.
That's not how it's pronounced. It's not egregious. It's egregious.
Oh, yeah? Well, when we plead not guilty to murdering you, the judge is going to agree just to let us off.
Yeah. And you know what I can't wait to pronounce? You dead. Oh, we're done. You're finished.
Hold on,
Let's get out of here. What?
You said students who storm the court should be held in contempt because a basketball court is a court.
Yeah, bro, it is.
Law and order, bro.
I know this might be a bold statement, but that might be the worst take ever.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what will be the best take ever? When you take your final breath.
Yeah. You know where you will never be held? By a woman. Oh, you're done.
Great one,
He's
Tony.
Shit. He's soaking.
Yeah,
Oh.
but here's another great one. Get this. Booked
What?
on next week's show, Super Bowl legend Eagles hero Nick Foles will be here.
Wow,
Don't forget,
great
visit our
news.
merch store. Get that new
all
design
the
that's
merch.
not affiliated with any video games
buy
or
all the
officially
merch you
licensed
can.
anything.
Rate and review the show.
Rate and review the show
Yeah.
now on Apple Podcasts.
Hurry up.
And Tony, great job as always.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see you people next week.
See ya.